It took a moment. It took a moment, y'all. Hello, welcome to 50 Essentials. My name is Josie. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I decided to pop in and give you guys some updates. I'm going to let some people pop in the chat because this is going to be a little bit of a energy check-in as well. It's raining here in Jacksonville, Florida today, and I feel it. I feel the rain, okay? What was I gonna say? I'm over here trying to figure my whole life out because I haven't had it, right? I haven't had it, honestly. And right now I'm looking for this live video on the channel, and I'm not even there yet. So let me get my technical life together. Hello, love. Because I can't, the comments are tiny over there because y'all have to be far away from me. Like my whole little desk is between you and me. All right, there we are. Hey. So we got Luigi and Cosmic Detective. Welcome. Welcome, loves. Oh my goodness. I'm just tired. And I know that I'm not the only one. I am just tired. And it's not the same as when we accepted the concept of, okay, we're just keeping up appearances until we flash up out of here, right? It's a different thing going on now. And I don't know. I don't even know how I feel about it, love. Hi, Diana. Thank you for letting me know your name, love. Um, so yeah. Um, I mean, when I say we are being dragged, we are being dragged, and it would just make so much sense, right? If we are going to do the proverbial, Enoch situation and just like literally merge into the fifth dimension and not even have to deal with any of what's around us, right? If that's gonna happen, you know, right up until that time, wouldn't you think we would just need to be at home taking care of ourselves and preparing our bodies to be different, and we wouldn't have to do any of this other stuff? Like, I'm mentally I'm trying to come up with reasons. I feel like I'm making excuses, like if I'm in a bad relationship, and I'm making excuses for the person. This is how I feel about this whole walking in between realities right now, because I'm trying to make it make sense. That's all. I'm sitting here like, I know that it doesn't matter, right? But there's still very real consequences in the meantime, because we're not where we need to be in order to say, you know what, screw that, I'm gonna just stay home and take care of my family, because of the jacked up situation physically for everybody, with the money and the blah 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 and politics and all of that craziness, right? um I feel you when you're thinking and you're wondering, okay, like, when can we stop now? Even the military has a period of time where you're out processing, where you're not expected to be at formation and do some of the things that you would normally do, because you're literally out processing. When do we get to out process? Is what I want to know. Like, what? Okay. I'm You know what? I can't even say I'm annoyed, because I've been saying that a lot lately. It doesn't feel like annoyance. I don't know what it feels like, though. Honestly, I don't know what it feels like. And it's so funny. In the midst of all of this, when you want to really like be mad about it, or if you really want to like take some extreme action, your whole being is like, nah, we good. There's this indifference in the midst of it all. So it's like a fight between you and yourself and all the rest of yourselves as a whole, and then the other, which is everything around you. Who has time? You know? Oh man. Diana says, rocket up my butt to some other planet would be great right now. And I'm super positive, but damn. Exactly. Me fighting me and no one else knows it. Yep. That concept right there, because we have these moments when we're in the shower, when we're getting up to start the day. Like when you first wake up, you're like, man, but why? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're no longer thinking about, oh, you don't wake up thinking about, oh, I got to do this, I got to do that, you know, because the value of those things has diminished. Okay? You're waking up like, damn, I'm here still. Like, I'm still here. Oh my God. Oh yeah. I don't know what even, I don't know. There's obviously something we need, because we are literally in an abusive relationship at this point with the third dimensional frequency. And we're talking about leaving, right? And we're even doing little things that make us think we're leaving, but it's like, we'll leave, we'll come back, we'll leave, we'll come back. And eventually, like, we'll be gone indefinitely, but there's this whole process. I don't know. I don't know. It's like a 3-year-old saying, I don't like the rules in this house, so I'm going to just go. And then they get out there and they're like, dang, I don't know how to do nothing. How am I going to get here? All of the questions start happening, like, dang, how do I navigate? How am I going to take care of myself? This is kind of like where we are right now. We are 3-year-olds that are fed up, and we're like, no. And we want to go out there, and we don't even know what to do. I don't know, you know. Diana says Neptune is in Pisces, Pluto still clinging in Capricorn, but we really in Pluto in Aquarius, last gasp this year. This is that energy, yeah? Yeah. And y'all know I run off of Vedic astrology, so I understand what she was saying. Between Pluto and Saturn and Uranus right now, because those 3 planets alone, even though Saturn can be felt as a personal planet, right? Those 3 planets deal with revolutions and people as like a whole, like humanity. So there's this swooping change going on. I don't, you're supposed to be empowered when you start a revolution, you know, like, yeah. I don't feel like that. I feel like if I was to need to protect myself right now, like, you literally have to rely on your metaphysical abilities and just literally keep yourself out of that particular reality in which you would need to even protect yourself physically. Because physically, me having to protect myself right now, the way that I feel, I don't know. I probably just surrender. I'd be like, screw it. I'm going to leave this reality either way. Do whatever you need to do, because I'm tired. I'm just saying. Like, you got to get down with the get down when it comes to your metaphysical abilities right now, so you can literally divert whole realities. Because we ain't actually got the physical energy to be really trying to engage in that stuff. I'm just saying. Oh, Saturn in Pisces makes us feel like the victim, held us held us mature. Victim but held us mature. Saturn in Pisces makes us feel the victim but held us mature. That's interesting how it's typed. The old versus new versus confusion. Exactly. Oh, but helps us mature. She's like, helps. I was missing the helps. I find that honoring when my family, oh, okay, helps me further my self mastery practice and reveals, man, I should stop reading. I should stop. Let me tell y'all what I think that's being said here with Luigi. I find that honoring when my family helps me furthers my self-mastery practice and reveals co-creation responsibility. Okay. When I'm reading, I don't comprehend at the same time, so I have to think about it afterwards. I'm sitting here like, huh? A lot of people, I be telling them, I don't read unless I'm like looking for something, like detective research wise, but I don't just like, I'm not a reader like that. I don't learn from reading something then doing it. Nah. So you feel held. Diana feels held. Exactly. It's like you're aware of this protection. You're aware of this divine love energy. The bliss energies is there. While the scary stuff is literally around you and you can see it. It's like if you are in some kind of bulletproof glass, but the stuff still looks really scary. So, every now and again you wonder whether how bulletproof is this glass. Oh, you feel restricted. Oh, okay. She feeling held hostage. Like all of us. Oh, she's like who am I? I haven't, you know what? I hadn't questioned that in a while as far as who am I, but I do realize that question does come up. It does come up. Um, who am I? I think it just hurts. Like certain things, I won't even think them because it's just too much. That's what I've been going through lately, y'all. Like, there are certain things I can't even get into because the density is just too much. And I'm like, no, no, no. Welcome, Sarah. Yeah, yeah. And again, that's your proof, right? That's your proof that you're no longer where you were. But we're wondering when we're gonna get the whatever fantasy we got in our head about the fifth dimension. We're wondering when we're gonna arrive there. And like I've said before, it may be a situation where you have to realize that you're there. You're not gonna know when you've arrived, like because we're gonna constantly have these pockets of ascension symptoms that make us feel like, oh, something's happening. Oh, this it? But you're gonna have to realize when you've arrived, like kind of after the fact, I'm thinking. And that's the problem. The moment you start thinking about any other stuff, it just feels like so much, and you're like, never mind. You're just whatever. Just it's a lot. It's a lot. I don't even think fifth dimensional energy is very I don't even think fifth dimension. This energy is just very weird. Yes. Oh man, I'm honored, Diana. I tapped sent to face the energies of action and receive the poop vision. So you may have reflected to me and read the absence of my flow revision, Josie. Yeah. I'm sitting here like, no. If y'all are using voice to text, source help you. I don't know what's happening, but I've been having that issue lately. Like, stuff we normally do that goes smoothly is just not happening for us lately. So again, everything in this reality is telling us don't do nothing, right? It's like don't do nothing, but there's gonna be consequences if you don't do nothing. Just why? Oh my goodness. So again, it's kind of like an abusive relationship because of the confusion. It puts you in a vulnerable state. It's kind of like being gaslighted and threatened, but loved on, love bombed at the same time. And then also like being the rock and having this heavy codependence on you. No. 2020 happened. That's it. Never happened. 2020 never happened. That's it. Like 2020 never happened. And when I'm reading that, I'm looking at that 2020 having to remember what happened. So I felt that because I was like, damn, what happened in 2020? Really? I'm in my mind talking about, really, Josie? You had to ask that question? That part. Oh, we just went through some craziness, but we're just going to move forward now. Now that we realize that there has to be a new normal. No. It's a lot. It's a lot. So yeah, part of the reason why I even started this live was to let y'all know that I'm being dragged just like you are, and dealing with people one on one at the same time as I'm dealing with more larger groups of people is not working for me. I took my personal readings off of my menu. I have a meetup group here in Jacksonville with 200 members, 202, I think, as of today, the last time I checked. And I host events literally every week with groups of people. And every month I do a guided meditation and light language activation that is quite transformative. So I had to let go of some of the things that I was doing previously. And again, I remember back in December waking up having this very strong feeling that this year was going to be about manifestation and energy work for me. So I'm moving away from those one-on-one interactions with people, and I'm dealing with groups of people now. Okay. Hey mom, mama's here. She's in the chat. So yeah, I know a lot of us don't even really feel competent in day-to-day life. So just imagine dealing with people who are expecting you to guide them. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm over here rearranging things. I'm like, okay, what do I feel the most passionate about? Okay, like what is it that I feel the most passionate about here? Forgive me, y'all. It's raining outside. Alrighty. Um, yeah, I feel the most passionate about the women's group that I'm nurturing. That's the thing that I feel the most passionate about. Everything else is just, again, the things that I'm doing to stay afloat. Because I've been a massage therapist for 19 years. Yeah. And I've taken my breaks from it. And at this point, I'm retired from it. So anything that I do is not going to be like strenuous work. Can't come to me for a deep tissue. Can't come to me for a sports massage no more. I will wrap you in some algae. I will body scrub you. You get a relaxation massage, but that's it. We can do hot stone. But I am no longer bending up 6'4" men and stretching them and doing deep tissue. We can't. I'm just not here for it anymore. I can't do it, y'all. So there's a lot that I'm rearranging as far as what I'm doing. And trying to get out of that, oh well, we need money, so do this. No. I will hum for cash every night. I will meditate. I really feel like I just gotta dig deep into my metaphysical abilities now. Like, I really feel pushed to do that. I don't know why, but hey, so far so good. Okay? Nothing is happening the way it would normally happen, and that needs to be embraced right now so that you don't miss out on opportunities, okay? Hey, love. Where are you coming from, Milmar Ramos? Where are you located, love? I thought I had seen you before, Luigi. I did not know you were new. It must have been a different one. And again, I haven't been going live a lot. I stopped doing the readings by zodiac sign. I'm just like, it's time for me to go and just have these events where I'm working with groups of people and just being out there, because I love travel, I love food, and I would rather work with groups of people in an experience than to be keeping up with people on the day-to-day basis. Um, it's just more fulfilling for me. I figured that out. Oh, you're new to manifesting money? Oh, I believe in superabundance, loves. It's different from just, oh, abundance. Because when you are just thinking about abundance and manifestation, usually it's for you, your family, it's not really expanded out. And I literally use energy. You know how they say, oh, don't be mad because you have haters, because that, your haters will bring you more success. Well, it's literal for me, because every time I face adversity, I'm able to transmute it into something that I can use. Everything is energy, whether it's good or bad. And when you're manifesting, you're literally magnetizing everything to you, not just what you intended. Everything is coming to you. All the possibilities, whether it be good, bad, or indifferent. So you've got to be able to take the negative energy and use it, give it a job, and use it for whatever your goal is. A little bit of alchemy, a little bit of mental mastery, emotional mastery. It takes a lot of focus, and it takes a lot of being delusional in the right way, right? Because there again, there's a positive and negative to everything, and they've made certain things seem like they're just negative and there's no positive. No. And I don't even call it being delusional. But you have to believe in yourself so hard, and you have to believe in the possibility so hard that you don't backslide and start saying, oh, well, maybe I can't because of these obstacles. You have to remember that the third dimensional rules don't apply as a fifth dimensional and beyond being. You're carrying that whole reality within you. So this is why you get it and they don't. Like, you gotta really dig into that. Oh, thanks, Mom. Do do do. But yeah. And I noticed another thing. I'm a 12 houser, y'all. Every time I say that I'm not doing something, or I'm gonna stop doing something, or I'm walking away from something, that's when the energy really comes at me like I wanted it to before. But when I lose the desire for it, or when I genuinely don't want it anymore, that's when it comes at me the strongest, and I have to be disciplined enough to focus on whatever new thing I'm focusing on. So yeah. Um I'm over here looking at the chat. The chat is always fun. I'm so glad that I never really saw YouTube as a actual goal, because there's no way that I would have to be dealing with the chat and moderators and all of that craziness that a lot of people go through. I'd rather be out in the world having real experiences, dealing with all kinds of different people in their environments, having immersive and transformative experiences. That's me. And if y'all look at my old YouTube channel and then you look at some of this one, you'll see I be out there. I like it out there. So yeah. Yeah, the energy is really dragging a lot of people, and I don't even, at this point, there's nothing I can say, because I have the assumption that everybody knows. Like, you know, whatever it is that's for you, whatever you're supposed to be doing, you know, and all you have to do is be brave enough to follow your internal compass. And a lot of times, again, you know, with spirituality, with metaphysics and things like that, things don't make sense, but you feel the guidance so strong. And then when you follow it, right, when you trust, then in the end, everything does make sense. You understand why. Um, now, I even understand more now why they were saying, hey, you can't have fear, you can't have fear, because nothing makes sense anymore. And fear is the absence of information. And that's why they're saying you can't have fear, you can't have fear, because when you don't know, you tend to freeze, you tend to not move forward, you tend to blah, blah, blah. But you do know. All of the information is within you. And your information is not the same as the next person's information. Again, it's going to take some very serious focus. And I think the hardest part for a lot of us is that whole, seriously, do nothing? You don't want me to do anything. Do you see what's happening over here? Do nothing. Like, are you kidding me right now? So yeah, I'm here with you. I totally understand what you're going through. Hare Krishna. And all I can tell you is follow your passion. Be creative. Be the creator of your reality. Really dig into that. Play with the energy. That's the way that's literally the way to mastery. Going in with curiosity, not really expecting anything to go a certain way, and then finding out in the end that whatever you did this thing. And now you can remember all of the steps to it. And you can do it again. As long as you're observing what's happening along the way through the process. You can replicate it and you can even build upon it. So, yeah. My buttons are just... It's the reactions that are in the way, so I have to wait. So y'all just forgive me. There it is. So yeah, the sky is unusual. There's rain here in Florida. Yep. I'm over here in Jacksonville. And when I got up, I was like, ugh, what is this? Why is this like this? Like, because it wasn't just the weather. I could feel an energy, and I'm like, I was tempted to go look at the Schumann resonance. I can feel an energy today, and I'm sitting here like, oh Lord, I gotta conserve as much energy as possible because I have a meetup today. We will get moving this year if we want to. Energy supports it. April especially, for sure. We getting rain here, but California is expecting very unusual rain, something called an atmospheric river. First of all, that just sounds like a lot. Mom says that they're struggling. The energies are being expressed through the atmosphere in a big way. Okay. Diana's in Miami. Yeah, it's no, there's an energy behind the weather that I was feeling before I knew it was raining. Because I had to get up and move around and go actually look outside in order to see that, it was raining. Before I even got up, I was like, ooh, what is this that I'm feeling? Right? And let me look at the Schumann resonance, because there's an energy. Fierce rain, like pissed off, passive aggressive. I'm just saying. This particular rain here in Jacksonville, it feels like the result of something else. Like, it's happening not because it's naturally happening. It's happening because of something else. That's kind of how it feels. So I was like, what happened? I woke up like, what happened? Let me look at the energies. What is this? What am I being asked to function in today? Because rude. And today is the day that I decided to take those services off of my schedule, because I can't. A lot of us are not getting that break that we need in between all of the shenanigans. It's just too much at this point. I've been very, very patient with people lately because I know what the energies are doing. They're trying, but we flapping. We are flapping. Yes. Mom mentioned the altitude. That's exactly what it feels like. Like, because my rib cage has been kind of activated. Like if I had hard time breathing in the dream world or something, and I'm like, I ain't do nothing. And then the smell is different in the air too. Ooh, oh dear. I think that tree was like, bring me inside because this is too much. And all I'm thinking about is, man, the gardening preparation that I'm supposed to be doing next week, like, am I gonna be able to do it? There is the energy is impending. There's this impending energy. The rain is happening because something had already caused that to happen, but then there's the thing that's coming, and I'm just like, whatever. I'm tired. Ah. Corey just hopped on. You too with the rib cage stuff? Because I thought I was tripping. When I when I was in the shower, I was thinking to myself, did I work out in my dream and I'm feeling it? What's going on with my rib cage? Oh man. So again, we woke up like this today, but I know we've been going through a plethora of things. And at this point, I'm just thinking to myself, you know what? It's time. A lot of us are thinking, it's time. I'm calling it. I'm no longer waiting for another sign. I'm no longer waiting for more intensity. I'm calling it. This is the way that I'm doing life now. Screw it. Made of water, so it makes sense that we feel the effects of what's happening. Oh yeah, of course. For sure. You know what word keeps coming up? First of all, it's a couple of words. Glory keeps coming up for me, and oh, oligarchy. And I'm sitting here like, what are y'all trying to tell me about? Because I know what an oligarchy is. So I'm sitting here like, but what about it? What's the message? I'm still waiting on it because it has to come through you, later. It has to be realized for me anyway. Like, you gotta wait for the understanding of it. Oh, who birthday? Happy birthday, Corey! Oh my goodness, y'all. It's been a lot, and well, I'd rather do the energy check-ins. I'd rather have these conversations and come together in a huddle, than to be trying to do anything else on YouTube. Again, because I'm focused on the women's group that I have going on and my household, and really digging into my metaphysical abilities, because it's so shaky out there that I don't even want to even have the concept of relying on physicality anymore. I want to rely on my whole being and my abilities now. Yeah, it's only February. That's the problem here. And everything is so fast forward. Everybody's all like, where did January go? And I'm sitting here like, look, we want to talk about how time doesn't exist. It's easy to say it, but when you're when you're experiencing the now constantly, you feel like a walking deja vu, literally. How do you function in the old world like that? People looking at you like, are you okay? I'm just saying. Oh my goodness. The energies are definitely, yeah, Sarah, I'm sure that they are. And I hope that you're feeling somewhat better than when whatever started. Because I know you ain't been feeling good. 40s and 50s normally normally it's minus 20-ish. Yeah, it is warmer in a lot of places. I wonder how unaware people feel. People unaware of the energy, they must be worse than. You know what? And honestly, the ones that don't seem to be aware, because again, there's so many levels of awareness. They may not be consciously aware to where they can define it and talk about it, but they know something's going on a soul level. Especially the ones that are wrapped up in going to the doctor for every little thing and they're not getting answers. Okay? I can tell you from what I've observed that the ones that are not necessarily consciously aware, they're just going through a more intense and rapid condensed awakening like a lot of us went through, but we had a good stretch of time. They don't. So they got one thing after another happening. And none of it makes sense, and they're just kind of in this little cycle of misery until realization, until like they say uncle. And you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel like it's happening for them. They look like mini zombies. Oh man. Spirit told me to go lay down. Bam. That part. I'm sitting here like, yo, am I gonna have to cancel this dang meetup? Because what is this? And you know, I've literally had to beg, not beg, but I had to set the intention the last 2 nights to have pleasant dreams, because my dreams have been different since the 20th of January. I am never going to forget that date, because everything just changed for me then. And I know we had the Sun Pluto conjunction at that time, and I'm like, yo, things are a little different. Y'all, the level, I've always recalled my dreams, got a big binder full of them. But my dreams have turned into something else, to where I'm peeking in on other realities of people that I don't know. I don't even know these people, can't even reference. I just feel like I'm there. Kind of like you see on the movies where maybe a car accident happens and you are the angel that helped them. But I'm just observing these situations, and they're not easy to handle. Okay? Because like one of the most recent ones was so real that I could smell the smells. I ain't gonna tell y'all because this is YouTube, but you don't forget that. It's like you were there. You know what I'm saying? And like, wow. It wasn't pleasant. It was very disturbing. Um, oh dear. Colin broke both of his arms. I'm back in the chat, y'all. Yeah. Corey's dreams changed dramatically too. That part. Oh snap. Mom dreamed in color. You've been dreaming in black and white this whole time, you ain't tell me. I was like, what? You dreamed in color. She did. I don't recall that conversation. Yeah, like hungover 24/7, and you ain't even been drinking. And guess what? Ever since the 20th, I have not been able to even think about no wine, no nothing. Like my whole being was like, don't even go no. So I've been going through this completely sober. Y'all know them moments where you're like, oh hell no, I need a drink. No, I've been going through this completely sober because my whole being is like, don't even think about it. And I'm sitting here like, look. So guess what? Carbs and candy. Because what do you want from me? You know what I'm saying? Carbs and candy's been my thing lately. I'm just saying. I'm telling y'all, handle it how you got to handle it. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? That whole I think that part of it with the whole, because some of y'all may be experiencing constipation of some sort, right? And it's energy blockages, right? But then also because you got these rapid, what you call it, upgrades happening, when you're detoxing, right? There's a particular way and it's extraterrestrial. Your extraterrestrial team particularly is making sure all of the things are packaged properly before they get released so where nothing's left behind. So whatever you're extracting is not what you would normally extract. There are things that are leaving your body within that package that you no longer need. Kind of like when the myelin sheath comes off of your nerves when you have MS, multiple sclerosis, that is eliminated from your body. So when you are going through a DNA transformation, there are things that are eliminated from your body that you no longer need. Some of y'all organs don't even look the same. But since you can't see inside your body, you're not really aware. I'm back now. I'm sitting here like, what? Um, just saying. Oh my God. She said, I'm not constipated though. That just came out. You triggered it. I'm glad that you said it. Because wherever I just went. Oh, you're literally afraid to drink. Like you're afraid of it. I don't know. I mean, you may feel, the thing for me is like my whole being is saying no, it ain't gonna feel the same. Like I already know it's not gonna treat me the same, it's not gonna feel the same. Like it's a deep knowing. And I'm over here sitting here like, okay, well, when? When can I have a glass of wine? Oh man, I'm sitting here waiting like, okay, this is temporary, right? Because you don't expect me to just go through this. You seriously don't expect me to just I'm just saying. But so far so good. I'm here. I've been yet holding on to the light tightly. Them intentions, they happen multiple times a day. Hey, I need help with this. Yes, please help me with that. I'm intending this. I need this to go this way. Breathing. I'm just saying, you got to be that on it lately to where you can't slip. Yeah, I like beer with something, with salt in my comfies, but not now. Yep. I don't know, Josie, but it reminds me of someone that has passed on and wants a drink, but they don't have a mouth. What? I was jumping on my kids' timelines last night. The dream was lit. I don't like it when my kids are in my dreams, especially Jaden, because Jaden be doing the most. He's an astral traveler, and a lot of stuff happens in my dream that I just don't know. I can't normally take. Lime, beer and lime, nice. Hello, love. Hi, CJ. But yeah, everything, all of these things that we're talking about will make you think, oh, well, we must be getting ready to flash soon then, because I can't do this and nothing's working right. Like, I mean, at this point, we must be in it, and it must be happening. So I should be able to just chill, sleep when I want to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Why do I gotta go to work still? Why do I got to get up and deal with this and that? Like, why? Oh, I understand now, Mom. It's just not making sense no more. And I think that is the revolution part of it, is the just everybody saying no, no more. I'm gonna do this. Deal with it. Well, any mind altering substances, though, seriously, um, may feel different now because again, we're in something. Something's about to happen, and it may disrupt that whole process. This is what makes me feel better when I think this. I don't actually know, but I feel better thinking that I should not partake in any mind altering substances because I am so close to victory. I am so close to transfixing that I don't want to mess it up. So they do. I drank in March last year and it was not pretty. Ah, mm-hmm. Yeah, and I ain't here for all of that. I don't feel like I have the luxury of being unwell. And it's not because of the rat race. It's because time doesn't exist and everything's happening in the now. And I need to be present and fully in my energy. So I just survived Morris being sick like since last Friday. I am very grateful that I did not get what he got because he was dragged, y'all. I had to get up twice in the middle of the night for him. So I'm grateful. And Jaden, it was like Jaden wasn't even phased. Jaden was in a whole nother reality. That's what I'm talking about. I had one child sick as a dog. I'm playing doctor and nurse and stuff. And Jaden was never sick at all. Y'all got to really command the reality. Sleepy time gummies were not working. It had the opposite effect for you. Oh, see? That's why I said anything that alters the mind, because even if you think you're going to be able to take valerian or you know, the sleep tea, you'll realize, oh, it doesn't feel the same or it's not working the same. So it's not just like chemicals or stuff that you would deem bad for you. It's literally like, no, you've got to understand you're not who you were, you're not what you were, and you operate different now, and you've got to embrace that. But we're still here where the sun comes up and the moon, and there's these things called hours, and then, you know, it's dark and then it's daylight, and people function a certain way. But you're over here like it's 2 a.m. and I just woke up like it was time to wake up, you know? I don't know. And you know what's so funny is it feels good to not be pressed about the details. I actually, when I say I don't know, it's like a release. Because this is how much, you know, and how dense and constrictive it all is when you try to get into it. Oh my goodness. Maybe we should accept the fact that we're feeling the effects of our. Oh, of course. Of course. I feel like we should start to create factions, I guess, or like groups like on the X-Men movies where we just all go live together. I don't know. Oh, definitely. There's so many upgrades happening because that determines this. So when that happens, it forces this to have to happen because I tell y'all all the time, I feel like the universe operates off of necessity. So whatever acceleration may be happening was necessary for whatever other thing happened to cause it. You know, the universal laws, cause and effect, yada yada, that part. So we're dealing with a rapid upgrades and integration. Like, okay, you integrated that, bam, let's do another one. Like there's a launch date, you know, that's approaching rapidly. I've experienced black and white visuals when my uncle sleeps under the same roof as me. All I feel called to do is perceive and sort, explore the energies. Cool. People, and lately, yeah, I feel you, because lately, like people, like you can really feel the difference of the people around you. So if you've been avoiding people, or they've been avoiding you, like don't even feel no kind of way about it. There's this huge hypersensitivity that's undeniable now. You can't even be fake about it. You can't even be nice like you would usually do and force yourself around certain people. It's just not happening anymore. Nope. How do you say your name? Is it Mike? Maic. That's interesting. Um, but yeah, I figured I'd come and chat with y'all because I had not chatted with y'all and update you on what I intend to be doing. I intend to be riding these waves. I intend to be facing whatever my subconscious throws at me. And I intend to continue to be a conduit of divine light for these groups of women that I'm working with. Okay, that's where I am right now. Yes, that's what happened to me this week at my team's meeting. Ah, Sky Energy mom. I was really shook the other night when I went to bed. It was dark and my eyes were closed and I could see clearly my hand moving before my face. You know what? I thought I was tripping, y'all. I really did. I thought I was tripping. And sometimes when I close my eyes, I swear I can still see. Even though it's pitch dark in the room, I can still see everything in the room. I'm glad you said that because I forgot about it. It's it's helpful for me to forget about stuff because of the mental load. I'm always trying to get rid of things that I'm not actively thinking about or needing to think about. So yeah, I be forgetting about a lot of stuff, but it comes back when it needs to. I'm good at recall. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna let y'all go because I think I may have 40 minutes of a break before I need to hop on this Zoom call, loves. But have a beautiful day, and I appreciate you for being here, liking, sharing, subscribing. Um, and I will see you soon, okay? Love to you all, patience to you all, grounding to fifth dimensional Terra to you all, and highest divine knowing in the now.